Hey, welcome back to the lab. It's your boy Jose Franco.
And Jose Morales. We're back here with another banger. Episode 4. We're going to really talk about our mental
health.
Yeah.
Episode 4. We kind of took a while to make an episode in general.
It's not an easy topic, if I'm being honest.
For a lot of people, it's a sensitive topic. For some other people, they don't really think about it much in their day-to-day lives.
In which I think it should become upon us to actually to pay attention about our mental health, because it's important for our day in, day out, day in, day out. You know?
Especially during a time like this. I mean, Inauguration Day is coming up. Riots, COVID, 2 new COVID strains, South Africa and New York, which is originated from the UK, but what a crazy time. So there's actually a lot of people out there that are feeling a little sense of nervousness, don't you think?
Unsubtle, honestly. And to me, personally, I've also been feeling like that. And starting since last year, actually. I feel like last year was a year I've changed a lot. Not only mentally, but like everything.
Everything. Even...
I've honestly grown really weak that whole year, but I've also gotten my strength back by then. And I feel like not only just me, I feel like a lot of people have gone. I've seen people post statuses and stuff like that you could tell people really have been going through it. And I feel like it's good if I share a story by myself or or just stories of people I've heard that have been gone through stuff. And show that it's possible to reset.
For sure. And by reset, what do you mean by reset?
When I mean reset, I mean more like to keep your mind, restart your mind from where you started. Keep it subtle, keep it, simple, and just start and give yourself a fresh plate to start off. And I feel like not many people, it's easy for them to do that, right? And for me, for example, a couple days ago, for me, I started writing. And I feel like writing is actually really powerful. You will know this, right?
Yeah, of course. I'm a big writer myself. And I feel like when you write your things on a piece of paper or anything that's physical, you put especially when it comes to goals. Goals is a big one. When you write out your stories too, and actually... I'm in the process of writing, composing my own book, but little step by step,
Yeah.
But when you type of things like that, things that always go through your mind, but you never really put out into the real world, when you finally put it out there on a physical piece of paper or something, you feel like you've given your thought process into reality. Like you were telling me earlier about manifesting or something like that.
Yeah.
I used to not believe in that. I was just like, what type of stuff are people talking about? But now that I'm starting to realize more and more, it's pretty raw, dude.
Yeah.
That's pretty real. Like, I believe that if you put your goals on the wall, on a piece of paper, and you wake up to them every day, you'll have a higher chance of reaching your goals than the other person who just thinks of his goals. You know what I mean?
But also that comes also on the type of person you are. Because not many people could just look at a piece of paper and like, I'm gonna do this and do that. Some people actually just have to believe in themselves and first, or instead of thinking of their goals, think of the moment. Because some people may be in the worst moments of their lives, and you can't get out of that. And, I feel like first you gotta focus on what's the problem. It could be like yourself. So, for example, I'm not even saying like big problems. It could be just the smallest thing. Waking up, being lazy is a big thing.
Yeah, man.
It causes a lot of, I could say, depression could crawl into you once you start being lazy because you just all you want to do is sleep. Sleeping's a big thing too. For me, I remember last year actually, I was really lazy. Really lazy. I would hate waking up. And I remember, going into high school, I would actually wake up on time, because you have to, right? To get to your classes, 7 a.m. every day, stuff like that. Once that senior year hit, I remember I'm like, all right, who cares? Who cares, right? I started falling in a hole, but like, there's that I don't. Who cares? That I'm done. High school is basically done. I could graduate. Who cares? What's the point? And I kept telling myself that basically behind my mind. I felt like there was like a little voice telling me that, and then that one thing, like the devil and the angel, on your shoulders. Yeah, I felt like that for a minute because I feel like, all right, don't wake up, bro. Stay home. Act like you're sick. And then the other one's like, hey, get up. You have goals to reach. And I let myself get being.
You gotta let yourself get being. Like, you know what they say? Don't ever hang out. Don't just hang out in your comfort zone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As humans, we will always be looking for comfort. We'll be always looking for whatever doesn't hurt us and stuff like that. And staying in bed, sleeping, your mind thinks that that's the comfort zone. That's where you don't get hurt. That's where you don't feel you don't feel nervousness, you don't feel anxiety, you don't feel anything in bed. You don't feel anything if you just stay home. But if you go out to school, you could encounter a few things. You go through tests, you go through dumb assignments, things that you may think is dumb. And it's all about your mentality, like you said. It's all about your mentality. If you don't, I also believe it's all about your priorities. If you don't have priorities / responsibilities in life, I feel like there's a higher chance of you getting into that. You know what I mean? You have to find pride in doing your daily chores, your daily priorities like school, your job. I always believe that if you love your job, you love your life. You know what I mean? Some people say that loving your job is better than becoming like a millionaire CEO or something like that. But I know people that hated their jobs. I used to be one of them. That I don't really like my job. I hated it. And then after a while, I ended up liking it. Like I started stepping out of my comfort zone. I started changing my boundaries in my head. Yeah. It's all in your head. Like
it was always that first step of trying something new.
Yeah.
And I feel like once you start trying something new, it makes you feel good. For like example, last night I started doing our art cover for the next episode and stuff like that. And I feel like once I accomplish something, I feel good. I'm like, oh, finally I got something done. I did it how I wanted. Everything came out perfect. And also, just finishing something makes you feel so accomplished. And once you feel accomplished, you feel, I did it. All right, what's next? And that's the thing. If you keep yourself like in that mindset of, all right, let me keep accomplishing, and that feeling of accomplishing, I feel like you could get really far.
Also, hold yourself accountable. The moment that you feel yourself slipping up, or the moment you just, let's say you go one day that you wake up late or something like that, hold yourself accountable, man. Like, go into the mirror, go into your room, go into somewhere, and just tell yourself, like, dude, what am I doing? Like, I just told myself I was going to change this, change that, but I fell again, you know what I mean? And no fall is too like, bad or whatever, you know what I mean? I didn't know what to say up there, but I'm just saying that you got to hold yourself accountable. When you mess up, tell yourself, hey, I messed up.
It's very true. Like I said, your biggest enemy is that person in the mirror. The man in the mirror. Yeah. It's really true. Like, honestly, that's what got me to start my journal. I remember when I just got up from, pointless, useless as nap. For no reason. I could have been doing something, right? All right. I decided to, like, all right, let me start writing some things down.
Yeah.
I started writing. I was thinking of writing, like, a little calendar about what I'm going to do every day from here on.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, it just came to my attention. I'm like, bro, what am I doing?
Yeah.
And I just started writing I wrote, it's a rant against myself. And then I just started going off with, like, really pointing every flaw I've been doing wrong, everything I've been doing wrong these past month, not days but month. And I've just been pointing a lot of things out. Like, dude, this got so emotional. It really broke me. Like, it made me. I started pointing out things that I didn't realize until I started writing it down, and it really, like, set me back. Like, damn. I kid you not, my eyes started watering, and to the point, like you said, people really need to put themselves accountable. Like, like it's not easy. It's not easy. Blaming yourself. You like blaming everything else besides yourself, and I feel like that's really important.
One thing I also believe, truly, man, is don't listen to what other people gotta say, because if you start listening to other people that are also in their comfort zone, they're gonna make you feel like, oh, you're overthinking it. That's a big one, that you're overthinking it. Why are you going so hard on yourself? Or take a day off, or this and that. And I believe in taking days off and having time to yourself, but I mean, I always promote just go out for a late night cruise by yourself in your car to clear your head, or find whatever you think clearing your head is. Like like you said, writing, drawing, pick up the pen, pick up the ball, pick up something that you used to do back then that you love and enjoy.
Like we also mentioned that it's always good to have that one day just specific for relaxing. That day of the week, just one day if you can, or like a couple hours just to relax and leave your mind open.
Definitely balance is key, because you can't always be going hard on yourself and this and that and just not reward yourself, you know what I mean? But you also can't always be cooling and comfortable laying down. But this is a touchy subject, a touchy topic, because a lot of people don't like to hear these things. They don't like to know that they're doing something wrong.
I understand that, because I'm actually I was one of them. Like I never like when people were like, you're like, hey, you're doing this, blah, blah, blah. I don't like listening to other people telling me what I'm doing wrong, because, you're like, no, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, in reality, they know. I feel like the people that put you down are the people that are like, hey, you're doing too much, doing this. Or, like, stuff like that try to put you down are the people that are going through the same thing and don't know how to fix it themselves. And then the people that are actually trying to help you are the ones like, hey, you got this. Or, like, they try to, like, give you tips, but like they don't push it on you.
Yeah, they just say it in the background, you know what I mean? Like, gotta cherish those people that do put you in check, man, honestly. Like, when there's someone there to tell you, like, hey, man, get up, what are you doing, this and that, it's a real person. That's a person that really cares, because a lot of people are fast to be like, nah, they'll find their way out, or they'll do this, or they'll eventually come to their senses. But in reality, it takes longer for some people,
Yeah.
And then, like, everything that you're saying is facts, man, honestly.
It's true. Like, because I feel like it's important to, like, check on those around you too. Like, I get you can't help everyone. We can't. No one can help everyone.
You can't.
There's people that are, like, really hard-headed, and it's hard to get into their minds, and those are the people that really need the most help.
Yeah, dude.
Even just a simple, fist bump or a hug could change something.
Or just like, good shit, bro.
Hey, you're doing good. Keep it up.
Like,
just, check, like, if you know someone that's going through something, check up on them. Like, hey, how you doing? What's new? Even those simple things could like really bring a person like, hey, someone cares about me. Check up on your loved ones.
And truly check up on them, though.
Yeah.
Like, there's people out there that'll be like, hey, and you'll be like, hey, and they'll just ask, like, how you doing? And you'll be like, good, because typically everyone will say good, you know what I mean?
In reality, it's all a lie.
Yeah, and then that's it. There's nothing else to the conversation. And they just do that so they could feel better to themselves, like, hey, yeah, I checked on this person.
If you're gonna check up on someone, truly mean it from your heart.
Truly mean it.
Like, don't just ask, like, hey, how you been? Try, like, hey, what you been up to? Oh, what is that? Ask questions on what they're doing, what's new, school, stuff. But also, there's things like you shouldn't ask, to an extent.
Definitely. You don't want to get annoying.
Yeah, honestly. It's true, because you just want to get on the good side and hopefully make their day.
Because dude, there's many people out here that look happy, and they're really not.
The most miserable person.
And then there's people over here that look miserable, but they're actually really happy.
Yeah.
I think that people used to tell me, like, dude, you look so depressed. Are you okay? And in reality, I'm happy. Like, I'm just chilling, enjoying my life. And the most happiest people would be sad on social media. And I would just think about that. I'd be like, dude, there's more. You can't judge someone by the cover, you know.
Yeah.
What's that cheesy thing?
Book,
don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah. No, but yeah, for
it's
sure.
definitely true, dude.
It's like, I remember people would always come up to me like, hey, bro, the first time I met you, I remember you look like someone like that me mugged everyone. I felt like you wanted to be my ass or something. I'm just like, why? Why does this, like, I don't know, you just look like a really, like, mean
Serious
person or something,
or something like that.
And I'm like, it's like, I'm just like, honestly, I just have like no facial expressions when I'm like walking or in my zone, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Once you see me with my earbuds, don't mind that person. That person just,
that dude is walking through
listening to like Holy Grails or something.
Walking through listening to 95 to Infinity by Joey Badass.
Yes, sir. Nah, but yeah, for sure. Also, sometimes you might even catch me with no earbuds in, and I'm just walking straight with the straightest face.
The straightest face.
And I don't mean like harm to anyone if I like see someone I accidentally, you know, me muggy or something. It's just that's who I am. Truly.
That's just you chilling. Like, I met many people that look mean, but when you get to meet them, they're actually very nice people. You know what I mean? Very nice people. And then there's people that look really nice and welcoming, and they're actually the worst people you could ever meet.
It's like a devil in disguise.
Yeah, honestly. Exactly. Like, but back to mental health, dude. Like, it's crazy. What you were saying about the reset, the mental reset. A lot of people haven't actually heard about that, or what the heck is a mental reset.
For me, that not many. I myself, I don't know what that could mean. I just feel like I have components that could help, not just me, but like to others that are listening.
It's more like a re-evaluation of yourself, you know? It's like, give yourself a score of how you do this year or this month or today. You know what I mean? You always got to be a better person than you were yesterday. You know what I mean? Sure. Some people, you could tell that some people don't live by that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people keep slipping and they keep letting things slide. And that attitude about, okay, whatever, I don't care, this and that, it's a very bad attitude, because if you keep going like that, that just shows you have no priorities, you have no morals, you just don't care. And if you don't care, then people will catch on to that. They could tell by your body language, they could tell by your attitude. And one thing about people is there's people out there that are very negative, and that's a big one. If you put negative out into the world, you're gonna get the same thing back. So if you're talking stuff on people, putting people down, hating on others for their grind or something, or whatever shoes they wear, there's people out here, bro, they're mean, and they don't even know that they're mean.
Yeah.
That's scary, because that just shows that they don't have consciousness of what they're doing. Those type of people, they need help. They need to realize what they're doing. Like, think to yourself, when was the last time I talked stuff on someone? When was the last time I said something offensive to someone? Or when was the last time I didn't hold the door for an old person behind me? That proves a lot about who you are. The
person you are, yeah, for
definitely.
Sure.
That's like, all about reevaluation.
Like, I understand sometimes you can't really do that thing at the moment, right? But just because you didn't once doesn't mean you can't always do it again. Like,
yeah.
Always be nice to those around you, because you could, you know, like we said, some people could look so happy, but in reality they're probably one of the saddest people.
Exactly.
And that's why it's always good to like, hey, how's your day? Even if you don't even know them, just like, even just say, hey, have a great day. Or hope you enjoy your meal. For those that work in like fast food, or like those that work at retail, like, hope you enjoy your new purchase, or some stuff like that. Even like that, even if you're not comfortable saying that, just even say, have a great day, and move on.
Yeah.
Because those people, it may not mean much, but in the back of their head, think like, hey, someone said that.
You see, people act like if you're a nice person, like, oh, you were just born like that, or that's just how you were raised. I think that's a lie, dude. You could be a nice person if you really work on it and you really teach yourself manners and stuff like that. Because, like, I don't know where that idea came from, that, oh, your parents just taught you that, or your parents this and that. Or if you're a nice kid, it represents how good your parents were. Yeah. Honestly, I know kids with amazing parents, but their other kids have no manners and stuff. Definitely, it's right?
It's crazy how that actually works. Like, yeah, you're right. We witnessed people that through our years that they're probably the worst people we've ever met. And once you meet their parents, you're like, wow.
amazing people.
Such nice people. And, like, I just wonders, like, why?
Why?
Is there something I'm missing? Maybe it's fake. See, but we don't know that, right? Cause
yeah, we don't know.
That's the thing is, I feel like, in a way, none of us can say anything about anyone's life.
Definitely, because we don't know what they're going through.
You gotta see it through their point of view. Maybe that parents are nice to you at the moment, but once you leave and close behind the closed doors, like everyone says, they're probably like the worst people to you. To you personally, but to everyone, they're the nicest people.
Exactly.
And I've witnessed that a lot too. For like example, for personally, it's me. I remember sometimes there's moments like my parents would act so nice out of nowhere, and then out of the next day, they're like coming at me and stuff, and I'm just like, what the heck happened? It's almost like, it feels like almost like a bipolar thing, but it's not that. It's just like, some people just have bad days, and then that's the thing, a lot of people let a bad day
ruin them,
and for them it's like, I need to ruin everyone else's day too.
They take out their anger on other people without even thinking about it. It's like I said, it's one of those things that you do, unconscious things that you do that you have no control over sometimes, and that's scary. Like, one thing I think people should do is just evaluate themselves when they're mad. When you're mad, when you're annoyed, frustrated, look at how you react to it.
Yeah.
What do? Do you like punch stuff? Do you get mad at anyone who comes at you? Do you mean mug people? Do you just start moving stuff aggressively and throwing stuff on table, whatever? Look at that and be like, wow, that's weird. Like, evaluate yourself and look at yourself, man. Try to look at yourself in a third person perspective. If someone else was looking at you do that.
And that's when you start realizing your flaws. And then that's when you start picking out your flaws. Like, damn, I do this a lot. And all that comes with anxiety, too. Definitely. Anxiety is big for a lot of people. For example, there's a lot of people that are nail biters. Or people that, fidget a lot. Like, start moving, can't stay in one place. That's also a big thing or like, people can't be in silence because it gets awkward and you don't want to be in the silence, and that also causes things to tick in your mind, I feel. And I feel like once you feel anxiety, anger comes behind that. Once you feel the anger, it all mixes and it all combusts and just blows up. You're like a
Coca-Cola bottle, and you shake it up, and you can't keep it all in, because if you do, but
and then there's another thing with that too. Like Diet Coke. You open it, if bad energy comes into you, it's like putting Mentos in the drink, and it blows up. It's because other people are making you like that.
And also, after you stop shaking the Coca-Cola bottle, if you just sit it down on the table and wait a while, it'll chill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
chill.
Exactly.
And that's what sometimes people need to do too. Just chill. Find what makes you feel better. I don't care if it's venting to someone. I don't care if it's going outside and listening to the nature or something like that. Find what makes you relieve stress, because how else are you gonna do it? If you keep bottling things up, regardless, I don't advise to bottle things up, because if you do, like you said, you're one day gonna blow. One day you're gonna blow, and you're gonna go off on a big spree of just negativity. It's gonna be bad. What some people do is actually write stuff down.
But it hurts everyone else around you.
And you can burn some bridges that you never wanted to burn, and it's gonna cost you. It costs you a lot of things. You know what I mean? Like, I know people relate, but do you ever just like accidentally yelled at your mom? You know what I mean? And you feel bad after.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The same thing happens with your friends or even a stranger, especially if you work in retail and for some reason you just lashed out on someone. It's a very bad look on you. That person that you just lashed out on, what if they think about that? What if they keep thinking about that? Like, dang.
Oh, what if that person already was having
a bad day and now you're just adding to it? You know what I mean? That's why people just need to
sometimes
stay to themselves.
Sit back and just relax. If you feel like you're about to lose it, my advice to that, go to your manager like, hey, can I take a little chill pill and like go sit out and relax for a bit? And if he says no, then it's hard. It's hard.
It's hard.
It can be really hard when there's moments like that, especially if you're at work or, you know. But if you could hold it into, like, you get home, let it out by make that situation positive.
And if you have people that care for you, don't push them away. No. Have them by your side. Show them that you care about them too. Don't just vent about your day and your problems and then not care for them back. You do not want to be that person.
That's a really big one.
That's a huge one.
That's a huge one because I remember I would give advice to people, or people would come to me like, hey, this and that and this and that, and I could be having the worst day of my life, and people come to me and be like, hey, I'm having this and this and blah blah blah, and I'm here to help them, right? I'm
yeah,
like, yeah, bro, yeah, and they're like, all right, bro, thanks, means a lot, and that's all.
They don't even ask how you been though, or
like what have you been up to, or like
how's school for you though, or this and that. You know,
I don't mean like not everyone does not do that, but like it's important that you add that little touch of love back, instead of just receiving it. You gotta also
being selfish,
send it out too.
And also, even if you don't, let's say you did not ask back.
Yeah.
Be in your head, keep a mental note that, okay, this person actually was there for me when I needed them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try to get them something, like maybe a gift or something like that. Show them that you appreciate. Don't be that person, dude, that goes out into the world saying, no one helped me, I didn't need no one, I made it out by myself, this and that. Because sometime along the road, someone helped you without even knowing it. You know what I mean? Always appreciate and give thanks to everyone in your corner and everyone that helped you along the way. It's a big thing about nowadays. Part of the selfishness too.
Yeah, there's always that someone that ignites your engine. Honestly, there's always that without you knowing it. Like it could be like, hey, you got this, bro. I believe in you. And next you know, you're out here grinding your life and doing everything you wanted to do and actually becoming successful. And then you don't realize that one little quote from someone actually caused that.
Like, were you ever just doing something? Like, let's say if it was a sport or some audition or something like that in school, tryout maybe, a test, and then some random that you've never talked to tells you, you got this, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Doesn't that just ignite a fire in you that's just like, dang, I don't know this dude. I gotta make him proud. You know what I mean? Like, that ass. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I remember in class, like, I'm personally, like, getting out of your comfort zone, it's hard, but it feels good after. Those that haven't witnessed it yet, it feels good after, because I remember, like, I usually don't like talking to new people that I don't know, and I remember when we're taking tests or something, sometimes you want to act like the clown of the class and stuff, and then you're just like, all right, guys, we got this, man. And especially if you got your homies in your class, you always want to turn up like, hey, we got this, guys, blah, blah, blah. Especially when you hit those people that are so quiet in the corner of the room. If you get those people involved, that shines a light on them, and it starts opening them up, too. I've opened so many people's shows that have become so self-conscious about themselves that I open them just a little bit, and truly, they're probably the most amazing people I've ever met. Yeah, but you don't know that because you never seen them or ever. They're just quiet. They're mute. Quiet.
They just saw your brilliance, and they saw you just the light in the room, and then they're just like, wow, this dude he's hyping me up. He's hyping me up. I've never talked to him. I've never talked in this class, and this guy is hyping me up for this test. You know what I mean? And it gives a sense of family, a sense of connection, and it's all just warm, positive vibes, and we need more of that, honestly. Because if everyone just keeps their head down and everyone's just like a depressing mood, then we're not gonna get nothing out of it. You know what I mean? So that's one thing. Also, too, I believe a big one is when you fail, always know that you have to fail 1,000 times to win one time.
I mean, for
you
like
have to take
example,
1,000 losses for one.
Thomas Edison, the light bulb. How many trials did he did to make that? More than 1 million, probably. And he got it, and after people didn't believe in him. He's like, you're crazy. Just use a light, fire and stuff. And you have light. And then people are like, you're never gonna make that happen. And then that's the thing too. Once you get the actual thing become successful, then another wave of bad energy comes too, and be like, hey, oh, that's cool. They want to be like, just because you're successful, they want to bring you down too, because they're not there themselves.
Because they're not there themselves. Like, that's haters.
Yeah.
There are haters out there that just want to put people down for doing something that they're not doing, and that tells a lot about themselves. That's why when people say anything bad, I just sit back and I think like, dang, it proves a lot about who they are. You know what I mean? Sure. If they had the energy and everything to put out that bad energy about me, then all I can say is it's a boomerang. It's gonna come back at them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just sit back. Sure. You just have to sit back and keep doing what you're doing and stay out of the mix. Big one. Stay out of the mix.
And don't be that person too.
Yeah.
Don't return the favor. Yeah, we all said stuff maybe. Mm-hmm. I don't want to say that we're all innocent angels that never said anything.
Humans are judgmental, regardless what you think.
And exactly for like you said, just even starting of that word you said, humans. We're humans.
We're humans.
Everything we say is because it's normal.
Mm-hmm.
And it's okay to slip up and say things that you shouldn't have said.
Mm-hmm.
But at least learn from that mistake you caused.
Yeah, learn.
Because without mistakes, you don't really learn. And I feel like that's a big thing too. Mistakes are the reasons why we learn lessons from them.
Yeah, dude. Also another thing, you gotta learn. Like you said, learn from your mistakes, and react differently from them too. Don't just put yourself down. And for those who, maybe there is someone out there listening that actually does have a habit of talking on people, putting people down or something like that without even trying, it's fine. It's really fine.
Mm-hmm.
People forgive. People forgive and forget.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some may not forget and hold grudges, but it's fine. Just focus on being positive now, being positive. And the more good you put out in the world, you will get a better outcome too. You know what I mean? There's many people out there that believe they do bad things and then bad things happen to them, and then they're like, oh my gosh, what did I ever do to deserve this? Or they ask God. Yeah. You know what I mean? And honestly, look at yourself. Reevaluate what you're doing. Best thing is just don't talk on people. Try your best not to talk on people, and if you do, make sure it's not super hurtful and it's not to the whole world. Maybe just fix it,
or that, or just trying to find, like, if they have a flaw, just don't point it out. Instead, find that good thing about them instead.
Say something. Oh man, just don't say nothing at all.
The best option, honestly, is
just shut your mouth, bro. Like, no one cares about what you have to say.
We all have opinions.
It's positive.
We all have opinions.
Mm-hmm.
Some could be good opinions, and some could be really bad.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not good, and if they told that to you, and you would react bad to it, then don't say it.
Yeah. Know who you're talking to, definitely. Exactly. If it's let's say it's your close friend, have a well-constructed criticism. Don't just be like, what you're doing is wrong. No, just be like, tell them that you don't mean no harm. Make sure you give that reassurance that you're not trying to break them down, but you believe something they're doing is wrong. You know what I mean? And there is moments in life where you do have to put someone in check. So that means you just come at them on pressure, but as a friend, as a family member, as someone close.
Because only the realest, and not friends, family. That's family.
Family.
If you do that to me, like come with full pressure at me, telling me like, hey, you gotta do this, or else you're not gonna get anywhere. Truly thanks to those, because sometimes people are blind.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've been blind sometimes to stuff like that I had to get put back in check. Mm-hmm. Even by myself, I have to put myself in check. If you could put yourself in check by yourself, it tells a lot about yourself too.
You're a strong person.
Yeah.
You're a conscious, strong individual that is disciplined, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And just gotta work on yourself every day. And by working on yourself, have peace. Maybe in your room or something like that. Write, draw, create, enjoy, have time to yourself. You know what I mean? Don't just work every day or study every day or go to school every day. Have time to just chill and understand yourself and what you could get better at. Because in the long run, it'll get better. Everything will get better, and then you'll change as a person without even knowing. You're going to change. People are going to all of a sudden be like, you changed, bro. And you're going to be like, Yeah, I did.
I did.
You know what I mean? You know how some people are like, oh, this and that, but I'm still the same?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That could be good, but it could also be bad.
Yeah.
Because if you're still the same guy you were a year ago or 2 years ago, then where's the progress?
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, well, I got this, I got that, I got this now. I'm this big now, I'm this. Well, you changed then. You know what I mean? You're not the same person.
Exactly.
Progress has changed, bro. You know what I mean? We shouldn't normalize being the same.
No.
Look at us.
We
Everyone that's
should,
probably listening to this podcast that have known us back then, they're probably like, dude, these guys are different. These guys are talking weird. These guys are scary.
Because, I mean, that's always been the point, right?
Yeah.
Like, once you hide yourself under a rock, you're basically ready to bloom again, like a flower. You want to like, okay, for example, like a bamboo. If you know a bamboo, how long it takes for it to actually bloom and become actual long, tall ass mother. Yeah. It takes up to 5 years to stable the roots. Just the roots. And after that, if you give it time, boom. In a matter of 6 days, you're like one of the tallest things in the world.
Exactly.
And that comes into real life. If you take time on yourself or whatever you're doing, give it time. Just giving it time, you will seek success in the long run.
There's no formula to this either. Don't go around looking at self-help videos on YouTube or anything like that. Some have good advice, but a lot is just what works for them, for the actual YouTuber. You don't know what works for you. You have to find out.
And also, for example, like, yeah, if you hear things that help us, it's because it helped us. I'm not saying it's going to help you, but if you want to try out, go ahead.
Try. It's all about
But
trying.
don't come at me saying that, hey, this didn't. Because, it's not going to work all the time.
Like, hey, Jose, I shut my mouth, but I'm not different.
Yeah, exactly. But, like, also, like you're saying, YouTubers and stuff, it's because it will help them.
It helped them. It's a big one, dude. Like, don't look... Okay, so if there's someone that has this thing that you want, any materialistic thing or goals, let's say you put out goals, and you look up at this one person that has all that done, don't look at them and be like, how did they do it? How did they get there? What major did he study? Or what did he do? Or what... don't look at that. Because if you do, you're going to try to take the same footsteps of another person, and guess what? Your footprints won't match his, bro. You know what I mean?
And also, the thing why that's a thing too is because you don't know what they struggled.
Exactly.
They don't have the same struggle you have.
Everyone's life is different.
It is.
No matter what you think, everyone's life is different. You may be living the same exact life as your twin brother or twin sister, but I promise you guys have a different life.
Yeah.
So everyone's life is different, so everyone's come up is going to be different regardless how it goes down. And that's the beautiful thing about life, man. Everyone has to look for their own way out and make their own way out.
Everyone
you know what I
needs
mean?
to mold their way to the way they want to be. Everybody's gonna grow different. Everyone's gonna bloom different. Some people might glow as a rock and turn into a crystal. Some might be a seed to a flower.
Exactly.
Or even from a seed to a tree.
A caterpillar to a butterfly. You know what I mean? And if you... It's crazy, man. In a world full of negativity, we need to start blooming into our certain things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And start taking the world by storm and helping the rest bloom too, and helping the rest become independent, dude. Let's not force our beliefs on other people, man.
Yeah.
Big thing, big major key for everyone listening out there. Don't force your beliefs on other people. Don't tell them, hey, this religion, hey, this party, hey, you have to be this, you have to be that, you have to be against this.
If people truly care, they'll do their own research.
Because
you can't just tell someone, hey, become this, and I promise you'll become successful. Because no, maybe it worked for you, but it's different for me. You can't do that to anyone. You don't have the right to do that in life.
Big one too. Some people may be thinking, what do you identify as success? I believe success is freedom. Success is freedom in maybe your financial and your mental. You know what I mean? To be my in my what I envision as freedom is being able to go out when you want, buy what you want, come home when you want, and just do when you want.
And exactly.
And by do what you want, I don't mean go out there and just start doing bad stuff. I mean, by maybe stay up at night, or buy this Xbox, or buy this game, and buy all this with it. Enjoy your night with your friends on Xbox. You know, that's freedom. You feel good. You know what I mean?
Success is a big. What's a big word?
Big word.
It's
huge word.
And many people view it differently. Success, many people are gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna become the next Jeff Bezos. I'm gonna become rich." That's not success.
That's not success.
His success.
No, that's what
yours.
society calls success.
Yeah, and then if you gotta honestly think, what's my success? What's gonna be your success story? Why are you the person that everyone looks up to? Create your own story. Start it from just the intro of the story. Use platforms, you're gonna be up there. It's just how are you gonna start to get up there.
Also, a big one, have fun. Enjoy what you're doing. You know what I mean? Find something you enjoy doing. And that may sound corny. There's a lot of successful people out there that say the same thing.
But it's true.
But it's really true. Like, enjoy what you're doing, and then you'll enjoy life. And in the long run, you'll find success in what you like doing. But you have to find it within. Like us with this podcast / creative flow that we're doing on the internet. Yeah. We're not looking for the fame and the money and the sponsors and all this, whatever comes with this internet stuff.
Like we said, we're using this as personal use.
It's personal use.
Like almost a diary, you know? Just look back, like, man, these guys are spinning.
These guys are pretty, like, and then we're just trying to help too along the way while we're enjoying what we're doing. Yeah. You may help other people, and that's what we're trying to do. And it's crazy, dude. The mental reset. Way more to come on this topic, and everything involving this. Mental health is a big thing this time of life. I mean, we're young kids. We're still teenagers, I guess.
Everyone's young. If you have that young
The
mindset.
listeners are young.
Yeah.
All the listeners are young. I believe so. So I hope people listen to this and they're like, dang, he's right.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to stop putting people down. Maybe I need to stop talking about people in general.
Or maybe you should stop giving up and actually believe in yourself. And believe that you're actually someone that could become big.
If you have a big circle of friends, evaluate your people. You know how they always say having a small circle is better, blah, blah. You could have a big circle of solid people. It's possible. I've seen it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's family. That's basically family right there. But definitely try to find yourself independently. You know what I mean? Okay, I know you relate. You know, you ever just walk away from the crowd, and the crowd is like, that dude's fake, that dude's dumb, that dude is. They just start putting you down for leaving.
They're just throwing jabs at you but the thing that hurts the most without, realizing they're throwing knives at your back without even.
They're stabbing you in the back without them knowing.
Verbally,
then when you come back, hey, they're like, oh my gosh, I missed you, this and that, but where you been at? This, oh my gosh. And you see, dude,
and that
wow.
It comes with every type of person you are. You could become the most popular person. You could be the most unknown person. Like, the group of friends can actually be saying the same thing, no matter who you are. And it could really hurt you. So think back. Why are you calling them fake? Why? When in reality, you're the fake one for talking to them for being fake just because they walked away.
And then all this about this person's fake, that person's fake. Like, just try to find out why people do things first before you just go out concluding the fact that someone is fake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or whatever. That word is just so annoying, kind of.
It's
annoying. It sounds like a little kid word.
Yeah, society has made that word really annoying. Cause like, people fake this,
fake this, fake that.
Yeah. Or like keep it 100. No.
Keep it real, like.
Yeah, like no.
Definitely, like.
Yeah, keep it. Yeah. You gotta be up there. Like it's respect.
Disrespect. Just have respect
Just
for each
honestly,
other.
just respect. Just have respect and grow the up. Come on. We're 18, 19, age doesn't matter.
Age doesn't matter.
Just respect those so you can get respect back.
Like, for example, if someone leaves the crew, no one knows what the heck he's doing. But someone just says they're working on their self or whatever. Or maybe they got a girlfriend or a boyfriend and they're just chilling. Respect that. Respect. Because not everything lasts forever. It's not like you guys are going to be best friends forever or something. Be like, okay, he did that, I'm proud of him.
Yeah,
I'm proud of him for moving out of here.
Normalize being proud of someone that is moving on to become their better self.
Even if it means leaving you behind.
Yeah.
Dude, big major key, dude. Like, also don't get too attached to everyone too.
Yeah. Don't think that those childhood friends that always stuck to you are going to be there when you're older, 23, 25. What is your own family?
Like, we all got the closest friends in the world, like guys that know us inside and out since we were little kids.
Yeah.
And we just message them like once a day or once a week or once a month, once a year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's people like that, and they're the realest people.
And those the people that return was like if you guys been talking every day.
Exactly.
They're like, oh, hey man, what's up? What's good?
What's up, bro? Where you been at? I've been good. This and that. What you been doing?
Yeah.
And then you guys talk about your accomplishments. Like my friend told me, he was like, bro, we haven't seen each other in so long because we went to go out to eat. And then I was like, that's good, bro. Let's keep it like that. And he was like, he looked at me. He was just like, yeah, let's keep it like that. You know what? Let's keep it like that. I never see you, and you're my realest person. And and I said, you want to know why I'm the realest person? Because I'm too busy grinding, bro. I cannot be out here with you every day because that just shows we're wasting time.
You're not only wasting your time, you're wasting their time too.
Exactly.
When in reality, that time you're hanging out with them, you could be doing something else.
Exactly. Hanging out with friends, dude. Like, you don't want to be hanging out with friends doing drugs or whatever every day. You know what I mean? Or it's just wasting time.
Or just like hang out with friends. It's fine.
Don't get perfect. Yeah, we're not saying
just
not
do it at the right time. Do when it's right to like have fun, and then when it's not right. For example, there's people like I remember in high school. You had fun with friends instead of doing your homework, and that was a big flaw from anyone. Anyone could say that same.
Yeah,
because it's true. You decide to go hang out with friends, your girlfriend, anyone, instead of doing your work. Your priorities first. You put your friends in front of that first, and that's not good.
Or at least, let's say you want to hang out with your friends really bad. Hang out with your friends, and no matter how tired you are, get that homework done. You know what I mean?
You gotta.
It happens.
If you're gonna do that, you gotta be really strict on yourself.
Gotta be disciplined.
You gotta discipline yourself. Like, all right, you broke a rule and went to hang out with friends. Now, own up to it and actually do your homework now.
Like, have you ever been in class, and the teacher gave out homework, useless homework, and no one did it?
Yeah.
But you did.
Yeah.
And the teacher's like, all right, since no one did it, Jose gets a 4. And everyone's like, but teacher, you said that the assignment was only like half a grade or some bullshit, And then teacher's like, yeah, but none of you guys did it. But Jose, she's proving that if you do your work, if you have your priorities straight and you just still do it. What if the homework was easy? And no one did it.
Or sometimes even the homework could be like hard and stuff, and you just tried your best, and still no one did nothing. And at the end of the day, who gets the reward? You, because you actually tried.
And then, but don't always expect a reward. Don't always expect a reward. But just make it normal in your head. Normalize getting your stuff done. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Get your stuff done. Have an agenda for yourself. Know that, okay, I'm going to do this, and that today. I have this and that to finish.
I can't stress this so much that this is probably still one of my biggest problems until this day.
Mm-hmm.
Time management.
Time management can be tough.
Just for you and me.
Mm-hmm.
Our schedule on these podcasts, bro. It's hard because we both work different schedules, really different schedules. We're available different times, and it's hard, But, we still manage to actually try it because the thing is about us, we don't give up, and we try to fit things as much as we can.
Also, we don't try to overproduce mass produced this podcast too.
Oh yeah, no, like yeah, like also that comes with anything. For those, yeah, don't think if you don't do it, it's the end of the world. Maybe maybe it's an important thing. Obviously, that should be on the top of your list. But the least important stuff should be in the bottom, where you can knock it out anytime. You know,
like gym.
Yeah.
What about the gym? The gym is a big one. People are like, I gotta go to the gym every day. I'm gonna go to the gym every day. 2021 resolution. Yeah. We're gonna get jacked.
I'm gonna get big. I'm gonna lose weight. I'm gonna become fit. Biggest problem about that. No one does it. No one puts in the work and
no one puts
instead of hanging out with friends, go work out. But no one does that. Some people are just gonna, all right, let's go party, have fun, and then forget the gym. I got work. Okay, that's not an excuse. That just means you're gonna have to go to the gym really late. But the people are like, I'm too tired. Tired of what? You're gonna feel the same thing after the gym.
And you might even feel better after the gym.
Exactly. Some people even feel alive after the gym.
The gym, it's proven. Exercise helps you. And okay, let's say you can't go to the gym. A snowstorm happened. Work out in your room. Do at least 10 push-ups or something. Dude.
10 push-ups at least every 30 minutes or an hour.
Just do something, and then you'll feel like you're taking steps.
Like I said, just feeling accomplished just makes you grow. Mentally, physically, and everything. Because then like I said, it takes time, but eventually you're going to see improvement.
It's all about holding yourself accountable, staying positive, reevaluating yourself, watching yourself, what you do when you're doing things unconsciously, and it's all about how you react to everything in life. You know what I mean? Don't make any impulse decisions.
Yeah.
When you are frustrated, mad, or even happy. You know what they say? Don't buy something when you're happy.
Because that's actually a really negative thing about everyone else.
Don't go shopping when you're happy, overly happy. Like, let's say you get a promotion. Don't go shopping.
Or, no, when people get promotions, they're like, let's go celebrate. That's not good. That's an
impulse decision.
Yeah, that's really bad.
Impulse decision.
Yeah.
And also, don't be scared to put people in check, too, man. Like, what if all your friends are like, hey, let's go party, let's do this. Don't be scared to be like, nah.
No, I can't. Or just
be like, nah. Do we really want to party today or something like that? Don't be scared to be that person, dude.
Don't be. And if they want to leave you, then we're never your friends.
Then they were never your real friends. Yeah. That's perfect. You know what I mean? People. Dang. And then if they weren't your real friends, don't just go out there talking stuff on them.
Your real friends are gonna be the ones like, you're right, bro.
You're right, bro.
Let's get our stuff together and just let's save it for another time, for another occasion. Big thing, yeah, for sure. When it comes all to the negativity, checking out your flaws, doing all this,
yeah,
it also comes to resolution and actually becoming at the end. You know, gathering all those thoughts. And to me, what I also done was that journal that I started. I remember I really noted those negatives and flaws and all those things. Also, I ended with letters to my loved ones, saying sorry and stuff like that. And even to those that mean a lot to you, it got me to a moment a peace that I started crying, but I knew it was not crying of sadness but relief. Yeah. And just because you're a guy, man, whoever you are, it's okay to cry.
It's okay, definitely.
Or just to release any type of emotion. You could be mad, but at the end you're like, you could be. There's good mad, there's good. You're like, how is it good being mad? Because there's gonna be a mad where you're mad at yourself, like, why didn't I do that? But then you get all right, tomorrow I have to go harder.
You know what they say? What you just said right there. Tomorrow we gotta go harder. That's called moving with aggression.
Yeah.
And the big advice that I have for the people out there: move with aggression. Make your moves with aggression. You gotta move with aggression. You gotta be like, nah, we're gonna change this. Nah, I'm gonna make my situation better. And then someone could put you down and I'll be like, nah, I'm gonna prove you wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's moving with aggression.
Like I said, and that anger could really bring that good side of you that you don't know that you have. Because once you got that confidence, no one's gonna stop you. And I promise you that no one's gonna stop you.
Exactly. Like, you ever just played sports? People who out there who play sports, You ever just played against someone and they're mad and they just start going off? You know what I mean?
Yeah, they take the whole team by themselves.
Because
they got the anger, good anger.
They got that anger and they put it into their mentality and they put it. It's like mixing anger and positive attitude. Because that positive attitude is like, nah, we're gonna prove these people wrong. The negativity is like, and then the aggressiveness, the anger is like, man, these people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's like good anger, like you said, and you just go off.
And like you yourself has used good anger against people. Exactly. Or like, myself for anything. When it comes to anything, like, man, I could do this. Mm-hmm. I'll prove you wrong. Mm-hmm. You gotta always have to be strong. You gotta be really strong from your head.
It's okay to be weak.
And a lot of people say, like, don't think with your head, don't think with your mind, but your mind's really strong. And not only that, it makes your heart work. It makes everything work too. So don't think that your mind is. If you have a weak mind, you won't get anywhere. Mm-hmm. But once you get that strong mind and get it stronger and keep getting it stronger, I promise you, there's gonna be results.
Man, big thing though. If you do have a weak mind, don't get down on yourself, dude. Yeah. There's a lot of people out there who suffer from anxiety, who suffer from different type of things, diseases maybe.
Disorders, like,
PTSD, things like that. And it's understandable. That's what we need more in this world. We need more people to be like, it's okay.
Or, understanding.
Understanding, open-minded. It's called being open-minded. People, don't be worried if you're not a so-called strong person or whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Just try to maneuver yourself in a better way where you're not always hurting yourself in situations. It's important
to always be open-minded and patient.
Patience is key.
Patience, for example, for me, my mom. Mm-hmm. God bless her and I love her so much. She, till this day, for my brother, Jesus, shout out to him, my little brother. He has autism.
Yeah.
And, for those that have family members or know anyone, it's not easy taking care of a kid that has that. Mm-hmm. Thank God that he's not, like, it's not strong autism, but, like, you could tell in him that he could get really impatient and start, stuff. But you got to be patient and try to find ways to calm them down. Mm-hmm. Or, like, and that comes with anyone. Some people could lose it. And you don't know. Some people could, like, I'm done with this.
I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there. It feels like you're getting engulfed in anxiety and negative thoughts, and you start losing sense of yourself and the world around you, and it seems like the world is spinning and your body gets cold and hot and all sorts of things. You start feeling so many emotions. The mind is crazy. Yeah. Your brain does some crazy things to you when you're having an anxiety attack.
It can lie to you.
Or a panic attack.
It can manipulate you.
Your brain is so confused during those times, guys. It is so crazy. PTSD is one too. People that have flashbacks, see things, this and that. It's your mind confused. Your brain is confused. Your brain doesn't know what's going on either.
And bipolar.
Oh my gosh.
Disorder, that's strong too. Like people that could change their moods right away.
Psychology is amazing.
Or personalities. People that have different personalities. Yeah. That's a big too. Like I felt like I thought I had it. I could had it.
I thought we both had it.
But and like serious note, there's a lot of disorders that are like it's sad, but like I said, patience and just understanding is important.
Understanding yourself, understand your limits, understand what you could take and what you can give. Just make sure you're not hurting people along the process.
Yeah, for sure.
Because if you hurt people,
like you're saying, like I said, when it came to the ending of my journal, I kept saying, I'm like, all right, it's a letter to all those people I love, right? Mm-hmm. And I kept to my brother, to my mom, to my stepdad, to even my animals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, because even those smallest creatures could be a big part of you.
Their pets, their family.
Pets, yeah. And I finished was the biggest one. Myself. Mm-hmm. Make a letter to yourself. Mm-hmm. Like, hey, I know I just basically chewed you out and like really put you down right now.
Put you on the spot.
Just know, check. But this is for a reason. To let you know that I know I've read the signs. I know I haven't been listening, but I'm here now. Mm-hmm. Take action. Mm-hmm. I'm ready to take action and put yourself accountable and fix it. I love you, man, and just keep going. Mm-hmm. And just end it simple. Mm-hmm. Like I said, hold yourself accountable. But at the end of the day, you gotta love yourself. Find that inner peace. Love yourself first. Find those flaws, fix them, or even those flaws can actually make you the person you are, and it could be such a beautiful thing. Don't just because you, or like for example, when I mean flaws, I don't mean like features.
Yeah.
So I want to make that clear. I don't mean like flaws from features. Yeah. Yeah, maybe some of us, there's like shit. I have a chip in my tooth. I'm insecure about it sometimes, but what can I do?
We're all insecure about something.
There's always something we're all insecure.
Yeah.
But don't let that be the reason why you're sad. Because it's a sorry ass excuse to be sad.
It's a sorry ass excuse.
If I'm being honest,
it is. Yeah. I mean, yeah, dude, that's true. Don't give yourself a hard time because of a facial feature or your acne or your body,
your weight, anything.
I promise you, someone's out there willing to love you for it. Your mom loves you for it. Be happy with that. Be grateful. Oh my, how could we leave that out? Be grateful for everything that you have.
Just be grateful for actually breathing every day.
Waking up
and breathing. Today, getting that fresh air every day.
Be grateful for every little thing. We're grateful that you're listening. If you're listening, we're grateful for that. You know what I mean? Be grateful.
And like, feel this right in your heart.
Yeah, whoever can hear this.
No.
Be grateful. Real. We're here to help. We're here to help mankind. Humanity, I mean, not mankind, because we're not assuming genders. But we're here to help people in any shape, way, or form. I hope there's someone listening out there. And if there's anything that's going on in your life and you just need someone to talk to or you need some help,
we're here.
We're real people, dude. We're not just, I don't know.
We're not just writing a script and telling this from a paper or anything. This is all coming from our heart.
From our heart, our top of the dome, where it's supposed to come from. Everything that comes into this podcast and that we put into this mic, into this laptop, and is edited by yours truly.
Jose Morales.
Jose Franco.
This has been a J2J episode 4.
Episode 4. Mental health. Become it.
That mental reset.
Be positive. We love you guys.
Love yourself too.
Love yourself.
Until next time.
Peace out.